So yesterday I had a DoorDash order, okay? And on DoorDash, of course, it tells you how much you are going to make for completing this delivery. And it told me I was going to make $24.83, okay? So I went to pick up the food. I delivered it to their house. When I went to hit complete delivery in the app, it instead gave me $32.08. And of course, I wasn't expecting this, right? Y'all see where this word is about to go. I mean, I was not expecting such an increase like that because it told me I was going to get $24.83. So that's what I was expecting, okay? There was no promos going on. Like DoorDash sometimes will do like $1.50, $2.50 promo, or depending on how busy it is, right? And so when you go to complete an order, they will add that promo amount onto what you were expected to make for completing the order, okay? But there was nothing like that. And on top of that, DoorDash, to my knowledge, in the years that I've been DoorDashing, I have never seen a promo for $7.25 that's going to be added to your order. And no, the customer did not tip me extra because DoorDash will send you a notification when they do that. So immediately I'm thanking the Lord. I'm like, thank you, Lord, because I've never, like, I was not expecting this amount. You know what I'm saying? So I just thanked him for it or whatnot. But I also felt led to pull 3208 in the strong. And 3208 in the Strongs means childhood youth. And I was kind of like, okay, but I just made a mental note of it. So then later on that day, okay, my husband calls me and he tells me to come outside to the car. And I'm like, okay, so I just go outside and he's not even standing near the car. He's like closer to the house and he just kind of like points to the car. And I'm like, okay, so this one I'm kind of confused because like, why do you want me to go to the car and you're not even there? So I walk over to the car coming up on the driver's side, and in the passenger side, I see this huge teddy bear. I'm talking about massive freaking teddy bear, bro. And I immediately started smiling. Like it was so much joy in that moment. Cause I'm like, oh my gosh, bro, he got me this big behind teddy bear. So when I came back around, again, was not expecting it. I have never in the history, me and my husband have been together over 3 years. In the 3 years, I have never ever mentioned anything about a teddy bear, a giant sized teddy bear. I have never mentioned it. So I was completely, this caught me by complete surprise. Okay. So I come around to the passenger side and he actually had him buckled in because he fit the seat, y'all. Like that's how big he is. I kind of wanted to show y'all a picture. This is him on the bed. So, you know, but y'all can see how big he is. I was just so excited, you know, because again, I was not expecting that. I didn't even know, like, I don't even know. My husband, he went to the store for something else. He saw these giant teddy bears and the first thing he thought of was to get one for me. And I know the Lord put it on his heart to do that. So y'all remember a couple of videos ago, the Lord had gave me a word and told me that comfort was on the way. Okay. So I looked up like what teddy bears represent. Okay. Teddy bears represent comfort, security, and companionship, especially for children. Y'all remember what 3208 meant, right? Childhood. Okay. But they also symbolize love, nostalgia, innocence, and emotional healing. They are often given as gifts to show affection or to provide solace during difficult times, serving as a constant source of emotional support and a reminder of happy memories. Teddy bears provide a sense of comfort and emotional security, acting as a transitional object that helps children and adults navigate new experiences and feel safe. They are a timeless symbol of love, right? And are frequently given on occasions like Valentine's Day and anniversaries to express appreciation. Innocence and companionship, right? They represent the innocence of childhood and act as trusted companions and confidence for children as they navigate life. For adults, a teddy bear given as an adult often symbolizes love, affection, and a lasting, enduring connection, right? It can be a romantic gesture or a way of showing care. And like I said, comfort and emotional support, right? Teddy bears can be a source of comfort during difficult times, providing a tangible source of calm that can help evoke positive memories of childhood and relationships. So one thing that the Lord spoke to me about this was he is healing childhood wounds. Okay. The 3208 representing childhood, right? That's what God is doing for you and your person. That's why it's painful sometimes, y'all, when God's going through this, because I told you guys before, God is not a Band-Aid God. He's not. Okay. He's not going to slap a Band-Aid on it and say, all right, let's continue and move on. No. He wants you, he's going to show you the root issue of why you were triggered, right? We got to go way back to figure out what happens to why you are now reacting this way, responding this way, and feel these ways and have these thoughts and stuff like that. He gets to the root issue. He guides you back to the root issue of it so that the healing can truly begin. And that's what God is doing. Okay. He is healing unhealed wounds in you, in your person, so that when you guys come together, you will not bleed on each other. Okay. I know on this marriage journey, everybody, oh, we gotta, you know, I want to be with my person. I want to be with my person, but you're not ready, bro. You might think you're ready. You might think that they're ready or whatever. But if you still have unhealed wounds in you and your person, you guys are going to bleed on each other. So when you do get married, it's going to be a constant triggering. There's going to be, arguments, and it's going to be a hot mess because nobody is healed. And another thing, expect increase. Right? Expect financial increase. Okay. You guys, you might be thinking that you're going to get a certain amount for something or whatever, and it's going to be an increase. There is going to be a multiplication when it comes to your finances. The teddy bear even though it was in regards to childhood wounds, Lord, okay, and healing and comfort and love, because it came from my husband, right? Expect gifts. Okay. Keep your eyes open and expect the unexpected. Because again, y'all, I was not expecting $32.08 for that DoorDash order. I was expecting $24.83, but there was an increase, right? The teddy bear I was not expecting a gift at all. It took me completely by surprise, right? But that's often how God works. You will be taken by surprise. Okay. A lot of times we ask God for stuff and that's kind of what we are expecting, right? But God goes above and beyond. Sometimes he gives you gifts, right? Like the teddy bear. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, yes, it came from my husband, and yes, it was meant for affection, for love, for, emotional security, comfort and all the things. But I know that God used him in that moment to give this gift from him as well. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So always God will give you gifts that you didn't even ask for. You know what I'm saying? But he knows that you need it. He knows that you're going to enjoy it. It's going to be something that brings you comfort, brings you joy, brings you peace, or what have you, even if you didn't ask for it. This even ties to God softening hearts. Right? Because he softened my husband's heart in that moment. Because, my husband could have walked right straight past that teddy bear, didn't give it a second thought, got what he intended to go to the store for. But no, he saw the teddy bear, thought of me, and got it for me. Right? And there was joy on his face, y'all. When it tells you in the word, right, that God loves a cheerful giver. We're not even necessarily just talking about finances. We're talking about your time, your energy, finances are included. But just think, it brings you so much. I know this from experience. It brings me so much joy to be able to give somebody something. And like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be money. It could just be my time, my service, what have you. It makes me feel better as a person to know that I'm helping somebody else out, right? So the joy that was on my husband's face, because he saw the joy on my face, it was just a beautiful little sentimental moment, okay? But let me read this devotional, y'all, before I run out of time, all right? It's titled Assurance About Everything for November 2nd, okay? I never fail. Come on now. I never fail. Each and every promise that I've made to you is a capsule of grace given to meet specific needs in your life at specific times, okay? And it's my all-sufficient grace that will carry you through all of life's uncertainties, assured that every promise that I have made will be fulfilled. My promises are the basis of your life of faith. I have made specific promises that meet every condition and every contingency in your life. Cling to them, okay? Depend upon them with each and every breath you take, because without my promises, you have no assurance about anything, all right? Without my faithfulness, you have no hope, no security, no comfort, and no peace. Come on now. But if you are trusting in my word, you have everything in endless supply. Allow my grace to consume you each moment of every day. Not one word of my promises will fail, okay? You can rest and rely on them at all times and in all ways. My promises mark the parameters of my grace. They define me, all that I am, and all that I have done, and all that I will do. Come on now. I will do what I have promised and nothing less. Jesus. In the verses, 1 Kings, chapter 8, verse 56, there has not failed one word of all his good promise.